Alright everyone, welcome back to a new Honkai Star Rail video. Now this one is going to be just for shits and giggles, okay? Don't take any of this too serious. Do leave your view on this in the comments down below, please. I am curious. But I'm basically gonna read all the I'm basically gonna rate all the characters on how good they look or how cool they are, since I can't really rate the male characters on how good they look, you know what I mean? Like I don't swing that way. Alright, so we're gonna get started right out of the gate. We're gonna start strong. We have Acheron. So Acheron. Look, is she the hottest character in the game? No. But paired with her coolness, I think she's definitely in this tier. I think she definitely is, dude. She is so cool, and of course she doesn't look bad at all. So yeah, I think right there is just the best place for her. The next character, forgot her name, but I don't actually own her, but I have obviously seen her. I'm gonna say she is probably the same tier, right? I'd say that's deserving of a high tier. Is she above Acheron or not? That's the question. I think that comes down to it, but I think Acheron for me would go in front of her for like coolness points, you know what I mean? Then we have an Exa. Dude, I love an Exa's design. Alright, I have him, and he's one of the coolest characters I've built in a while. Alright, I love an Exa. Let me see. Did we put him in the GOAT tier, like low GOAT tier? Is he deserving of that? I think he is, honestly. His design is just so clean, and his personality is like crazy. I think he's GOAT tier, honestly. Any girls watching the video, let me know. This guy, forgot his name. I'm gonna say, okay, look, this might be controversial. I don't know. But his design, his level of coolness, I'm just gonna put it at 8. Alright, it's very bland to me, and I don't mind that I don't have him, you know. Arlen! Yeah, buddy, just put the fries in the back, like both in terms of kit as well as design, they kinda missed with this guy, right? It is what it is, dude. We can't all be winners, okay? We can't all be winners. Asta, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna put her at nah. Asta is just nah to me. Very, very simple design. Nothing special about her. So, yeah, that's where she's gonna go. Aventurine, I think is how you say his name. Yeah, actually... I'd say he's fire. I'd say it's definitely a nice design. It is a bit of a shame that his design in, like, the cutscene where you fight him and stuff, that is so much better. That is so cool. And I wish that they somehow put that into his actual character that we have as players have. That would have been like the top tier of G's right here. Definitely. But yeah, still a very good design, cool character. Bailu, I mean, I can't I can't exactly rate her on hotness, you know. So coolness, yeah, nah, I'm sorry, dude, nah. I'm not a big fan of the design. I think it's probably better than Asta's. Like, it's more unique, but not by that much. It's, I don't know, dude. I don't really care for that design. My boy Blade. Do I put him in GOAT? That is the only real question. I think we're gonna put him in GOAT. Because to me, Blade is probably the coolest male character in the game. And I mean that genuinely. And I think that isn't controversial, but I don't know, let me know. Just his design is just, it's simplistic, but it's amazing. It's hard hitting. Everything about it is awesome and screams like the vibe that he gives off. Awesome. Definitely got it. Boot Hill. Boot Hill. It is difficult to say. Yeah, I think he's fire. I think he's fire tier. I don't think he's quite G's. You know, you don't go like G's when you see this guy now. Is he above or below Aventurine? I don't know. That you can decide that for yourself. I'm gonna leave him where he is. We have Bronya. Nothing, nothing bad about Bronya, but just like an eye to design. It isn't anything special. There isn't anything special about her. I don't think she's anyone's waifu. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I just don't think so. It's an alright design. Like, I don't know. I'm not really gonna complain about it, but I'm also not gonna praise it. Next up we have the Trailblazer. Well, basically the imaginary Trailblazer. With the hat on, so I guess we could say male Trailblazer. He definitely loses aura points for the ultimate. The ultimate on the male Trailblazer just looks weird, honestly, to me. I do like the style of having the hat. So, yeah, I think it's just a fire design. I don't think it's anything amazing. He's still just himself, which is as usual, right? It's simplistic, but they added a nice flair to it, I guess, right? Definitely better than like the fire spear design. Next up we have Clara. Clara is just an alright design. Yeah, I don't know. I think the colors on Clara are really well done. I really like the color scheme for some reason. So definitely good. I like her design more than his, so I'm gonna put her there. But yeah, nothing special about it, just an alright design. Okay, next up we have both Dan Hangs. First we have 4-star Dan Hang. I'm gonna put him in fire tier, definitely. Dan Hang was my favorite character when I first started the game, mainly because of his design. Especially for a 4-star, his design is just really cool, especially if you like the color green, which together with purple is my favorite color, so awesome. Then that carries over into his imaginary form, and I am a big fan of this design. I'm gonna say it's the top of G's tier for me, at least right now. Yeah, this design is just, it's awesome, right? It's really good. I don't think it's quite goated. I'm not a big fan of the long hair. I feel like was probably unnecessary. But I love the colors, I love the design, I love the abilities. Awesome. So I'm gonna put him right there. Dr. Ratio. Dr. Ratio is honestly just an alright design. And I don't really know if he's like ahead of these, or I don't care too much. Not a big fan of his design, I'm gonna be honest. Fei Shuao is, I think, how you say her name. Dude, okay, it's not that she's not hot, because she kind of is, right? But it's more of like her skills are so cool. I'm gonna put her here. I'm gonna put her right behind Acheron. I don't personally have her, so I don't really get to see her much. So I might be, wrong. But yeah, I think she's about right there. I think that's a nice spot for her. Then we have Castris. Now listen, Castris needs to be in goated tier, okay? She's hot, she's super cool. Bro, she summons a big-ass dragon. What, and like her color scheme is like purple. What more do you need from a girl? You know what I mean? It's like, what more do you need? I would probably put her just in front of an Exa, right? By like 0.5. Because she has an awesome dragon, I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? If an Exa had a dragon, hey, he'd be right there, But it is what it is. Next up, okay, listen, this might be the controversial one, okay? Firefly. Okay? Firefly. I love Firefly's design. Listen, I'm not saying she's not hot, but what I am saying is, you wouldn't put her there for hotness level, but her just being, to me, the cutest girl in the game, plus how cool she is, right, ability wise, transformation wise, and color scheme wise, puts her as like probably the coolest character in the game to me. Like, if we're rating it, this way, yeah, probably the number one character in the game for me, I'm not gonna lie. And that might be controversial, I don't really know. But I love her, man. I love her design. Every day, every single day, I am sad that I do not own her. Every single day. So she has to go first place for me. Next up, we have Ting Yun. Jeez Louise. I mean, she is hot, so I'm just gonna put her in the G's tier. I literally just said the G's, so I mean, yeah, there we go. Damn it. Her name is like on the tip of my tongue, but I don't really know. Nothing about her is too special except for the color scheme is really well done. I love the color scheme on her. Combined with like a pretty cool personality. I'd say she's like fire, man. She's definitely fire. Really, really cool. This is a tough one for me. Gallagher. I love Gallagher's design. I love the ultimate. I love everything about this man. His demeanor as well. Yeah, definitely above Ting Yun. And I would guess, it's like I'm just guessing here. If I was a female, I'd probably say he's like over here. Like, this dude is so cool, honestly. Okay, let's see. Next up we have Japart. This is a tough one. Because the thing is, Japart's design is pretty basic, like Bronya, but at the same time it's better than Bronya's. I'm gonna have to put him at the low tier here, the low place in fire. Because honestly his design is pretty cool. It's simplistic, but it does exactly what it needs to do. And the light blue, white color scheme is very well done. I always liked this design back when I first started the game. I forgot her name, I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot her name. I'm gonna put her at Ait. Just Ait. Nothing special. This girl, I would put her at Ait. Okay, I would. But she's unreasonably hot. I'm gonna be honest to you. Wouldn't you guys agree with that? She's unreasonably hot for some reason. So I'm gonna put her here. And then the design, like with the horns and everything, is more unique than these guys. So I'm gonna put her about there. Alright? Let me know what you think about that. This is Herta's doll. I'm gonna put this at Ait. Right about there. It's not a bad design. Nothing special about it. Himiko. Well, listen. Color scheme is good. She is hot. Right about there, I'd probably feel comfortable. She's pretty fire, let's be honest. And no pun intended, because she is the fire element. Hook. Tough one. Tough one, because do we put it in Na, or do we put it down here with my boy? Probably not, right? Probably not. That would be disrespectful. I'm just gonna put her at Na. This is just... The color scheme is great, don't get me wrong. Like, but it's a very boring color scheme. And obviously she's not hot. And not cool either, so I can't do much with this. I'm sorry, you're gonna go over there. This girl, that's a 5-star healer, right? I don't have her, but green. I love the color scheme. I do know what she looks like. She is pretty damn cool. She is cooler than Japart, I'll say that much. She's cooler than him. Yeah, right about there. She's pretty cool. Pretty cool design, nothing wrong with it. Really cool color scheme. This is Jade, which we're gonna put in the G's tier, let's be honest. It's a bit of a tough one here, to be honest, though. I'd put her above Ting Yun. I don't know if I put her above her, because I don't have either one of these. So I don't know. Like, I don't see them often enough. But I'm just gonna leave it like that, okay? But don't kill me, don't shoot me. This guy, fire support, don't know his name, don't have him. Nothing wrong with the design, but it is the same, like, boring design almost as this girl, right? Not a big fan of the color scheme. I'd say it's more unique than Ratio, definitely. I mean, I'll put him over there. He's pretty hyped. Jing Liu! Damn. She's hot, but she's more cool than she's hot. Pretty much like Fei Shuao, let's be honest. I think honestly, I have to put her like here. because she is about as cool as Acheron, but Acheron is still slightly more hot than she is, in my opinion. I'm sorry. You know, that is just what this tier list is, so like, I'm sorry. Just giving my honest thoughts, okay? But I wouldn't blame you if you put her in front of Acheron, okay? Jin Yuan. Second character to ever come out. Bro has a lot of aura. Can't rate him on hotness, but you know, girls, let me know. Yeah, really cool design. A bit of a more like simplistic color scheme, but it works really well for him. He has a lot of aura, really cool dude, so I'm gonna put him in this tier right here. And based off of like his aura alone, I'm gonna put him like right below her. I feel pretty good about that. We still have a lot of characters to go through actually, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the video for more weird videos. And I really hope that this kind of fits for you guys to see on screen. Let me actually check and make a little cut right now. Alright, there we go. I extended it a little bit. I might have to do that again later on in the video, because yeah, these rows are getting filled up. Alright. Oh, nah, why are you doing this to me, Kafka? Okay, listen. Guys, listen. I have to put her at number 1. I forgot about her. Listen, I have to. Okay, I have to. You know exactly why I have to. You know exactly why. Even above Firefly for me, okay? Kafka is just mommy. Okay, she is. Like, you can't argue with it. I don't want to hear anything in the comments. Except for that number 1 place is deserved. That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear anything else. Okay? Great. Cool. Don't know her name, but design is better than these guys, I'll give you that. Even better than... yeah, I'll put her right here. Down at the fire tier. My boy Luca. Luca has to go in G's. He has to. I don't know if I would put him above Ting Yun or not. I probably would. I remember seeing the trailer for this guy, or like the announcement for this guy, and I was actually taken aback by how they made a 4-star look this cool. Like color scheme wise, design wise. And he's a bit of a goof, but like he is cool, you know what I mean? So I'll put him right there. And next up we have Luocha. I'll put him at the top of Ait. Because the color scheme is kind of boring, but he is a really, like, good designed character, I suppose, right? Nothing wrong with him, but he isn't flashy. Yeah, damn it. The name is on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. I don't want to put her at Ait. She's like no aura, no nothing. So I'm just gonna say like right there. I think that fits, right? Next up we have March. March. Let me think. March is very cute. Almost as cute as Firefly. She doesn't have much, you know, coolness to her. But like honestly, dude, her cuteness, and I don't think like she's the better girl of the game, you know what I mean? So I don't think you guys can disagree with me. But based off of like cuteness alone, I'd say she's here. I'd say she's right about here. Just like the color scheme as well, right? The blue, like with the pink, just, and her personality, yeah, she's just really cute. Next up, I like this color scheme a little less, right? I do. I like this color scheme a little bit less. So, whoops. So I am gonna put her probably just right at the same spot, but like right behind it, because I really like the two swords. She has more aura in this form, but I like the color scheme of this one more. So there we go. I hope you guys can still see the thing accurately. Okay, next up, isn't his name like Misha or something? I thought it was something like that. I'd say this is fire. This is pretty unique design, honestly. Just yeah, just nice design. Nothing wrong with it. I like it a lot. Next up we have Sung Jin Woo. I mean Mose. Yeah, Mose. He is a cool assassin. It's a smart color scheme for an assassin, and him being quantum. I'd say yeah, right about there. He just has that aura, even though he's a 4-star. He just has that aura, so I'd say I'd put him right about there. Um, alright, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to scroll now, cause yeah, that's how many characters there are. Next up, we have my boy Mighty. Okay, let's drag him over there for now. Mighty. Let me think. I mean the color scheme is so good with like the gold and red combo. So I'm gonna have to put him somewhere here. He definitely has a whole bunch of aura. And I would assume that women think he's hot. I would assume. So tough one, but I'll put him right there to be honest. Listen, you can't beat my boy Gallagher, man. I'm sorry, dude. It's like you can't. Next up we have Natasha. Natasha is Natasha is hot, but she isn't exactly G tier. I'd say she is about there because she is really cute as well. So I'll put her right about there. I used her for so long because she's like the first healer you get and everything. At least back in the day. So yeah, I don't know. I use her a lot. Let's see. Pila. You're gonna go about... Yeah, I don't think you're gonna go any higher than that, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's all I have to say. I don't like it, and I don't want to make this video too long. I don't know how long it already is. Her design isn't bad, nothing special though. I'd say, yeah, right about there I feel comfortable. You know, it's an eye design, it's better than these, definitely. So I'll put her right there. Next up, we have a heavy hitter, Black Swan. Black Swan. I'm not talking about aura or nothing, but just GOAT tier. Just out of sheer hotness, she goes straight into the GOAT tier. And you know, like I love my dude Alexa, but since I am straight, there we go. Let's swap those positions. Next up we have Ronba, I think her name is. Don't have her. Hotness, I don't know, not that much, right? But aura is kind of there because she is a ninja and everything, which is pretty cool. I'd say I have to put her here for a special reason, a specific reason, which is that her design, to me at least, really stands out from most characters in the game, right? Wouldn't you say that her design is like pretty unique? Not just like in terms of the color scheme, but also like the graffiti stuff she uses, right? I'd say she just has a very unique appearance, so I'm gonna put her right there. Robin. I'm best I can do for Robin is put her at fire. Like she has a fire design, I guess. I'll put her like right here. I'm not a big fan of the color scheme, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's a bit dull. Yeah, I'll just put her right there. That's what I feel like. Next up, we have Ron May. Bit of a tough one. Ron May is cute, but the thing with her is she has a very almost boring color palette, in my opinion. It does fit her, but it's just not like it's not special. You know what I mean? So I'll just put her in G's, but like at the very bottom, because she is definitely better than the characters here in Fire tier, but just it doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Sampo next up. Sampo, my dude, listen. You're not G's or anything. You are very much like Mose. So I'd say right about there. Love the color scheme and everything on him. But yeah, Mose is better. Mose looks better. You know what I mean? They kind of took the color scheme and they made like a cooler 4-star. Next up we have Seal. Seal isn't that hot. She definitely isn't cute. You know, like personality-wise and stuff. But she does have aura because she wields a damn scythe. Like, bro, come on. So for aura points, I'll put her, yeah, like here. I'll put her here. There we go. I'll do it. Okay, there we go. Because the girl has aura. Okay. Oh, Serval, dude, that's actually interesting. Kind of forgot that I still had to rank Serval. Because she is a 4-star, she doesn't look that unique, but she does look really good, right? She looks really good. She looks better than Seal, so that means she goes higher up than Seal. I don't think I'll put her higher than this chick. I don't think I can do that. I think you guys would rip me apart. Silverwolf, I'm sorry, very bland design, obviously not hot, not a cute personality, so yeah, I don't know, I'll put you at Ait. I want to put you at Na, but I'll put you at Ait. You know, the very bottom of Ait. Sparkle! Not Sparkle doesn't score on anything much specific other than I love the design on her. Really cool mask and eyes, and the palette is really sick. I like it more than Ronmei, and I probably like it more than Tingyun. It gives me that vibe that Luca gives me. You know what I mean? So I like it that way. There we go. Next up we have the female trailblazer, which should be the ice one. Not that it matters much, but it's just, you know. Yeah, I'll put her right above the male trailblazer because she is. I am a guy. She is obviously cuter, so there we go. Okay, it is that simple. Next up we have what's his name? Mr. Gold over here. The best support in the game that I don't have, because I did not like his design, so I didn't summon for him at all. Very bland design. Where is his sister? Right here. Better than hers, but that's about it, buddy. You're not gonna get much higher, I'm sorry. It's just, yeah. Oh, I forgot her name, but I used to use her all the time when I first started the game. It is better than the Trailblazers. It is better than the Trailblazers, but it's not gonna go much higher than that. She's pretty cute though. But yeah, there we go. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Herta, right? The actual body of Herta. Which isn't bad. Definitely has a lot of aura. Definitely is better than Ronmei. Probably right above Jade, because I feel like she kind of looks like Jade. Maybe, like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it's just like a older version, maybe a little bit, right? I'm talking about like a little bit, right? Barely any space between these two. Oh, yeah, you guys can roast me now if you want to, because I've been saying Tingyun to her the whole time. And here is Tingyun. I actually just remembered that there is a Fire 5-star that looks the exact same as Tingyun, so that's cool. Yeah, I don't know what her name is then. I'm so sorry for saying Tingyun to her, but her design is better, definitely. But since I thought it was her, and since they look almost identical to me, which is why I didn't even catch on to it, I'll just put her right here, right below. There we go. Oh, what's her name? With the trotter? I don't know. Let's see. Do I put this at fire? No, I'm gonna put it at the top of Ide. I'm gonna put it at the top of Ide. Not a big fan of her. I think the color scheme works. Not particularly hot, no aura. Yeah, just nah. Just Ide. It's Ide. Right? I'm not gonna put it at fire. It's just Ide. It's not a design that makes you go woohoo. Tribby is her name, right? Tribby. Now, obviously, can't rank her that high, or I would go to jail. But in all seriousness, I like the design more than these guys. I like it honestly more than Silverwolf. Because of like the bright color palette, I think I'll put her right here. I think that feels good to me. There we go. We're almost at the end of the video, boys. Don't worry, we're almost at the end. Next up, we have Welt. Now, look, I love Welt, but obviously his design is very bland, right? But Welt has a ton of aura. Okay, he has that eyes and aura. So I'm gonna put him at. This is a little bit difficult because the color palette is just so bland. But because of his aura, I'll put him here in fire tier. There we go. Next up, don't know her name, but I know she's a 4-star. Yeah, I think her design is pretty aight. Probably top of aight. I don't want to put her in fire, it doesn't feel right. Actually, let's put her in fire. Let's bring this guy down to the top of aight. There we go. I feel more comfortable with that. Yanqing, nothing too special about him. Good color palette. I'd say right there in aight. Don't think there's anything special about him. I forgot her name, but she is actually pretty hot. Like, unironically. She is actually pretty hot. I would say about right there. Yukong, I think. Pretty hot character, so I'll put her right there. And then the last character for now, because the others are for future updates. So the last character for now. Not particularly hot. She does have good aura. It's gonna be aight or fire, but I'm not sure. Because the colors, I don't like the colors, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the colors, but I think she's hotter than Robin. So I'll put her right there, separating the siblings. So there we go. I hope you guys can still, see this well. But there we go. That is going to be my tier list, basing the Honkai Star Rail characters on hotness / aura, coolness, whatever you want to call it. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. And like I said, don't want to hear anything about Kafka. See you guys in the next video. Peace.